What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about military pay. I do a lot of these videos from my car. Just want to bring this up to you guys. I do a lot of these videos from my car because right now I am on rear detachment because I'm going to be PCS in a few months. So I didn't go on deployment with my unit. I stayed back. So I'm constantly going to and from places. So that's why a lot of these videos are in my car, and probably are going to be until I get to my new duty station. But just to let you guys know, because I know some of you guys might be like, why is he always in his car? I only have 2 subscribers at the moment, but I'm talking to you too, right? So military pay is not what everybody thinks. For me, when I was joining, I thought for sure that I was going to make not a lot more than I'm currently making, but definitely much more, which it didn't turn out that way. So I'm still in a way living paycheck to paycheck. So I'll say this: single soldiers probably are better off than people with families. And I know that sounds weird, but families that stay on base are getting less because all your BAH is getting taken, right? So that's my situation right now. I have 3 kids. I am a sergeant in the military, and I get like $15.84, right, after taxes. So for a family of 5, that's not really good, but at the end of the day, you got to know how to manage your money too. So that's another thing. Like when I was joining the military, right, I didn't know how the pay was gonna work either. You know what I mean? So that's another thing for you people that are, or you male, females that are thinking about joining. You got to realize that when they give, I don't know if they still give Eagle cards, but if they give you an Eagle card in basic, that's coming from the pay that you are gonna get in the future. So they're taking like half your pay, putting it on that card so you can get your essentials, your toiletries and all that stuff. But if you join as a private, you're not gonna be making that much. Maybe like, I don't know, $900 a month or something like that, especially if you don't, or maybe even less if you don't have kids or dependents at all, and you're not married, all this stuff. So for me, I didn't even know that. So money management is very key in the military because, for one, sometimes your LES won't even, especially the end of the month LES, won't even show the full breakdown, right? So you may see a decrease, you may see increase in your pay, but you don't know where it comes from. A lot of times when you've been in the military for a few years, and say like you've been to a JRTC or NTC, and you have dependents, you'll get separation pay, right? Which is like anywhere from $300 to $500, or more like $250 to $500. That'll be tossed into your pay. So that's they have little helpful incentives, but that's not always the thing, because you're not gonna always be at a unit that is going to JRTC or NTC or anything like that. You might end up in a unit that it really doesn't go to fields or trainings that often. So at the end of the day, you have to really handle your money and manage your money. I wish I had a LES on me right now. I could probably show you a little bit of the breakdown or whatever. But the longer you stay in, the more you're gonna make. For me, how I manage it basically is this: like, I pay all my bills, right? That's the first thing for me, right? I knock out all my bills, right? I know what I don't want to go over on, like the amount on groceries. Like, I know where to stay at, right? So I map out a budget. All right, my bills total for this month is gonna be, you know, X amount of dollars, right? Then my groceries are always gonna be this much every single time I go grocery shopping. And then, you know, I try to keep some money in the savings too, right? Always want to try to keep some money in the savings. And then always make sure that your TSP is set to a percentage that you're comfortable with. I would say if you don't have dependents and you know how to manage your money pretty well, you can probably set that percentage pretty high. I personally have mine set to 3. I know some people that have theirs set to like 5 or 6. But for me, 3 just works. So I basically map everything out. And another thing is my bills aren't all at once. Like, so I'm not paying every single bill that I have within the same week every single month, right? My bills are split up, right? Because you get paid twice a month when you're in the military, right? Around the 15th and then around the 1st. So you have to set up your bills in such a way that it makes it easy for you to not like go broke, you know, for the month or whatever like that. And sometimes the military has long pay periods and you don't get paid to the very last day of each month. So you also have to be aware of that, because at the end of the day, if you're not managing your money properly, you're going to end up just with, like, I don't know, a few dollars in your account, and you're trying to wait until the 31st. And that's tough, man, especially if you have kids, especially if you have a family. It's pretty tough to wait that long because, you know, your family always needs something, right? So long story short, I would say just map it out, you know, calculate everything, make sure you know where the money's going and when it's going there. Always have your grocery bill set to a specific amount every time, right? And then on the miscellaneous stuff, you just want to make sure you kind of, if you can, keep it to a minimum. I'm not saying don't treat yourself, you know, it's your money, you can do what you want, but don't go crazy, because a lot of single soldiers go crazy and, you know, put themselves in situations where they've joined the military and they got a Camaro with like freaking 10%, 12% interest rate, $800 a month car payments, and that's their whole paycheck, right? So manage your money well. It's not too hard. The military doesn't pay you thousands and thousands of dollars, but I will say you can manage it and you can live off of it. But yeah, I think there's a misconception out there that the military people are rich and stuff like that. No. Oftentimes, if you joined out of high school, straight out of high school, and you manage your money properly, like, you can have a excellent credit score, and that can put you in so many good positions, you know what I mean? Because when you have a 700, mid 700, 800 credit score, you can do a lot with that, right? You can get lower interest rates on everything, you know what I mean? You can get higher loans if you ever need a loan. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you did need it, you know, it's there for you, right? So long story short, that's how I manage my money. It's a little bit harder, like I said, when you have a family, but it's doable, you know? So that concludes this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video if you feel inclined to do so. And I'll see you guys in the next one.